everyone. And thank you so much, Professor Divyanshu Chowdhury. And it's my pleasure and honor to join all of you today in this very important venture of the most interesting area of this research conference. And this effort is a praiseworthy effort, I would say, that of Center for South Asian Legal Studies, which I closely work with for many other projects of Gita Institute of India, and also, interestingly, the Maldives National University. I'm very happy to get introduced to all of you because you all are neighbors of Sri Lanka and we all are from South Asian region. And any effort towards the improvement and the development of legal jurisprudence in South Asia should be a collaborative effort, in my opinion. So I always, whenever I have an opportunity, join with these collaborative efforts because law is transboundary. Particularly my area of law, environmental law and human rights law, are definitely universal, and the solutions should also be transboundary and a collaborative team effort. So this is a memorable occasion in my academic career to join with all of you on this webinar on crime against religious minorities in South Asia, access to criminal justice system and rule of law. So this whole thing is very wide and addressing broader spectrum of human rights issues within South Asia. And also I would like to mention here all major religions derive in the Asian region. Particularly South Asian region has a proud heritage in creating a lot of philosophical understanding of the truth of life and other aspects of religious belief. I'm a Buddhist, and Buddhist teaching, according to Buddhist teaching, peace, live in harmony and non-violence are core principle of Buddhist teaching, which is actually go in hand with human rights protection. So this idea of looking at this from the criminal law perspective, criminal justice perspective is very important. And at the beginning itself, as the guest of honor, I think I would enlighten on certain aspects to look into in this webinar. I'm sure that many presenters and many speakers will speak on these areas that I'm just going to point out. Now, I believe that preventive measures should be the best way to address any crime against religious minorities. Therefore, I think we should assess, have a good analysis on the matters related to this crime against religious minorities and recommend some preventive measurements. All the successful countries, societies, communities that address these religious minority issues has done in that way. And secondly, I think we should assure political representation of religious minorities. That will establish the latter part of your theme of today's webinar, that is rule of law. So political representation and their voice being heard at the political forum of any community, any nation, any region would be a really good idea to ensure religious minorities' rights. Thirdly, I think improving commitments to basic educational facilities for religious minorities. That is also that will enhance the knowledge and awareness of religious minorities as well as the majority communities about the religious minorities. So I think any country should commit to enhance the religious minorities education facilities. Fourthly, protection of freedom of expression in the media. It can be electronic media, printed media, as well as, most importantly, in today's world, social media. So we have to ensure the freedom of expression of religious minorities in this media when it comes to express their rights as well as their teachings. Finally, what I believe as a lawyer myself and a legal researcher myself is that law can do very little. It has very minimum capacity when it comes to addressing issues as sensitive as religion. Therefore, I think the attitudinal changes and moral changes, cultural changes are much more important to address criminal justice system and also equality, justice, and fairness to religious minority issues. I think that all of you will address all of these issues in this webinar. I look forward to hearing to your suggestions and also findings that is really important for the South Asian region. And I again wish you all the very best, as well as I state that this is Professor Divyanshu, this is a very praiseworthy effort, and in the future, University of Colombo will also join in hand with all of you in promoting this kind of laws and legal analysis. So therefore, thank you very much, Center for South Asian Legal Studies of Gita Institute of Law, as well as the Maldives National University. I feel very warmth in my heart joining as a Sri Lankan into this South Asian forum. So you all are welcome, and thank you so much. And I wish you all the very best. Ayubowan.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your valuable time with us and